shall pass.
None shall pass.
Notice the difference? This video will provide you the tools to sound fuller, louder, and more audible in just under 3 minutes. It's actually simpler than you think, and it won't require you to force, push, or shout to achieve it. The first thing you need to know is that air equals energy. Your breath is the power source for your voice. Without enough airflow, there simply isn't enough energy to support it. Try this with me now. Blow all of your air out. Now say, none shall pass. There's nothing in the tank, right? If you were just to speak the way you regularly do and try it again, none shall pass. I'm sure if you're here to watch this video that you already feel that you're under-energized. So I'm going to offer you one simple solution is to take more air. Take more of this energy source, this power. Ready? Inhale as much as you can. Take it all in and a little bit more. None shall pass. You do not have to shout, you do not have to push. Having extra air in your lungs, there's kind of like an elastic effect. When you take in more air, it naturally springs back and wants to come out faster. All you've got to do is catch it on the way out. Just let the air come out. You're getting out of the way of it and allowing the body to do what it wants to do. Think of your voice as the engine and your breath as the fuel. No fuel, no power. The second thing you can help to make your voice travel is to speak beyond yourself. Fun fact, because we feel the vibrations when we create voice inside our body, it seems to be louder than it really is on the outside. And actually, I'd say that if your voice is resonating within you, it might not be traveling out of you as much as you think it is. So when you pull back your voice because you think it's too loud, you might have a disproportionate idea of the volume outside of yourself. So let's have a look at distances and what might be appropriate for you to speak at. If you're here, this close to someone, say someone's ear, you're likely going to be much more quieter. You're already pulling back because you do not want to shout into someone's ear. Now, if you're across the table from someone, that's a more conversational pace. That's perhaps what I'd call neutral. Now, then, if someone's, say, across the other side of the room, you might have to say, hey, how's it going? And maybe raise your voice to reach them. And if there's a really crowded room and you have to speak, you're certainly going to raise your voice even more. But you're here because you think your voice sounds weak. So, if, for example, you're sitting across the table from someone and they're saying, sorry, repeat yourself, say that again. It could be because you're speaking as if they're that close to you. So what you need to do is extend it to someone on the other side of the room. This is imaginative. I'm not asking you to shout. I'm just asking you to use your imagination to perceive the person you're speaking to as being further away. This perception will allow your body to do what it needs to do in order to throw your voice more. Without you thinking about adding or physically changing what you're doing, you could employ a friend here, someone you trust, someone who might have even told you before you're not loud enough. This way you'll get a new idea, a fresh perspective on whether or not you are understanding how you sound outwards. And then it's just practicing this new distance until it becomes normal. Lastly, open your mouth.
None shall pass. None shall pass.
You'd be surprised how many people keep their jaw clenched and don't actually allow words to leave. It's very hard to send your voice forward if this front of your mouth becomes a barrier and stops the resonance, the voice from leaving your body. You have to be able to open and let it out. So this is something people don't really consider. It's really important. So you need to bring more life and open up your jaw, which is louder. Hello, none shall pass. None shall pass. Remember, your voice is vibrations. It's airwaves, and if that air is trapped, it doesn't get heard by the other person. Your voice is physical, and these techniques only work well when your body is warm, limber, and ready, which is exactly why I made this video here, which is going to help you gain, train, and maintain the physicality of the voice so you can speak more openly, freely, and audibly.